Try this shit out. Cor Bon. Cor Bon. What's going on, guys? This is Berz. I want to talk to you today about Cor Bon. What do I want to talk about Cor Bon for? I want to talk to you about their 69 grain hollow point boat tail. Some people call it a boat tail hollow point. They're calling it a boat tail hollow point. They're calling it a hollow point tail. Can't talk, but whatever. We're gonna move on. So like I said, this is their 223 69 grain match ammunition, and I really have come to like this ammunition. It's right up there with the top tier. So the way I see it, there's a top tier and then there's a mid tier, or there's a right below, there's an A and a B basically. These guys are in the A group. They have constantly performed for me. It's worked really well in my gun. I've shot over 200 rounds of this ammunition. Different times of the year I've been shooting this probably for the last year, maybe 8 months, 6 months, somewhere around there. And I really come to enjoy this ammunition, and I would have no problem grabbing this ammunition if I had to go to a match, or if I needed to put down some game or something like that. If you're looking to have something that's consistent and something that works, it's actually kind of funny because accuracy, dependency, reliability equal confidence. I feel confident when I use this ammo. So what exactly are you looking for in a match ammo? Well, what you're looking for is consistency and how they make it. So how much powder do they put in it, how they set the primer, etc. And when you're going to companies that are trying to pump out as much as possible, you're probably going to get a shitty round. And Cor Bon is a company that really takes their time in making their products, and they take a lot of pride in making their products. So, putting those two equations together, you get a really good ammunition. And what I've found with this ammunition is, even though it is on the pricier side, so this is it's a little bit more than Gorilla ammunition, which is its only downside, the performance of it is better than Gorilla ammunition. So when you're looking at, the average group size, you're looking at a .88. So real quick, let's talk about how I do the testing. Let's throw that over there and let's talk about that. So I take this SPR for new people who haven't watched any of the other videos I make. SPR 18-inch barrel 1-in-8 twist, and I have a SWFA Super Sniper 3x9 scope, national match bolt from Young Manufacturing, and it's on a billet Voltor upper. So that's the what we got going on as far as the gun goes. I do have a video on how I do my testing. I'll put a link to it down below so you can get a visual and a video of how I actually do that, so I don't have to bore all the people who have watched all the other videos in terms of the testing. So let's get down to how this stuff performs. Like I said, this stuff really does breed confidence in me. As you can see, this is from just last week, and well, last week in terms of when I made this video. But as you can see, that was one of the last rounds of the day. A lot of people say, oh, this is the last round of the day, it's my best. And sometimes it's the first group of the day, sometimes it's the last. But this was one of the last rounds of the day as far as 3-round groups. You can see here that I pulled that top shot, so this actually didn't count. But as you can see, the consistency here. This is from a few months ago. You can see I had a good group there, pulled that left shot, pulled the top shot a little bit, but that's all right. And this I was drunk on. Go to the next one. Not sure what happened here. That's decent, pulled that, but those two are touching. It's a decent group. And it's a decent group with just a slight pull of the top one here. I'm not a precision shooter at all, as you can obviously see. But I'm a decent shooter, and you're not gonna see crazy stuff. Like if I could do this every single time, that'd be fucking amazing, but it's definitely not gonna happen. But you can see the consistency of the shots here. This is the same day. I pulled that left one a little bit, and here's another one. We got 2 touching and 1 off to the side. So you can see what this ammunition is capable of. These are touching with 1 to the left. These are all touching over here. So you can see the performance of the ammunition. The best group I've had, which I believe is this one, if memory serves me right. And you're looking at a half MOA. And the worst group actually though was at 1.25 inches. I believe that was this one. Some of those I didn't count because I'm not going to count it if it's me. If I notate in my notes that, hey, this group here that I shot, if I notate, hey, this group right here, bottom left on target 3, I'm going to notate that, hey, I'm not going to count that one because I felt myself screw that one up. So, take that into mind when you're looking at some of these groups. You can see that all these are right around the bullseye. Very consistent. These are all And actually this one's from the beginning of the day because I was shooting the blue targets at the beginning of the day. Did I say that right? I'm getting confused. Either way, this is from the end of the day, this is from the beginning of the day, and you can see between those times that they're very, very accurate and consistent. The standard deviation, or the difference between the size of each group, was a little bit higher than what I've seen in Atlanta, Guerrilla, Black Hills, Sim. It was a little bit higher, so I do have a few groups that, yeah, I have these really tight groups here, but then I'm going to have some groups that are like this and like this, where it's a little bit, you know, out there. So that's what kind of screws up the standard deviation. You know, these groups right here, these really tight groups, are going to bring that average down, but you know, the other groups are going to make the standard deviation go up, if that makes any sense. So all in all, as far as the accuracy goes, you know, it worked perfectly well. I feel very confident shooting this ammunition, and you know, made in the USA, so that's a plus. And overall, I had no problems or malfunctions in over 200 rounds. This is definitely something that performs right there with Ultramax and Black Hills. As far as the standard group size, or the average group size, is a little bit larger, but overall it's definitely in the A group. I really can't say too much more about it. I don't want to bore you guys, but it works really well. And if you're looking to try out a new match ammunition, or you're not happy with the current one you have, or you're trying to find that perfect ammunition for your gun, definitely would recommend giving this Cor Bon 223 Remington 69 grain hollow point boat tail. Definitely give that a try, see if it works for you, and hopefully it does. And if you have used it in the past, go ahead and put your comment down below. Tell us how you like it, or better yet, make a video about it. And until next time, later.